guys, and welcome again to another edition of Learning with Rich. So, for today's topic, we are going to talk about a couple of tools that we use to do some maintenance to our file. Like something, if you want to do some, or if you want to perform some routine maintenance on your file, like for example, you are preparing the file to be upgraded to a higher version, if you want to upgrade the software, or let's say, for example, you want to locate and correct some issues. So the tool that we will be using is Audit. Okay, so basically the audit functions is to scan, it detects and fixes corrupt elements in the model. So it does not provide feedback on which elements are fixed, but auditing is one way of doing some maintenance routine on your file. So auditing a model can be time consuming, especially if your project is big. So be prepared to wait while the process completes. So you will not be able to do anything while the project is being audited or the family. So you can do this on your project. You can also do this on your family. So as a best practice, so let's say you are the BIM manager. So I think it would be better to audit the model weekly. So let's say the model is changing rapidly, so audit more often. Okay. And aside from that, in addition to auditing project, you can also use this function to audit Revit templates. And like what I've said earlier, you can also use to audit family. Okay. So as you can see, for you to be able to access the audit tool, so you need to click first the open link, this one, or of course you can click the open icon here, or you can click the file here, and then you can select open. Okay, so there's a lot of ways for you to be able to access the audit tool. Okay, so to do that, you need to select open, and then from the open dialog box, so you'll be able to see here audit. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to select the file that you want to audit. So let's say, for example, this one. I will do some maintenance to this file. So do not double click that, because if you double click, it will open straight the project. So you just click first the file, and then after that, you can now click then the audit. So you just click that. Okay, audit. Okay, so it will tell you that this operation can take a long time. Recommended use includes periodic maintenance of large files and preparation for upgrading to a new release. So do you want to continue? Yes. Okay, so this is one maintenance tool that you can use before you open the project. So you can use the audit. So just select yes, and then you can select here open. Okay, so again, you can also audit your family and Revit template aside from the project. Okay, so you can do this once a month, once every other month, or something like that. Okay, so it is usually perfectly fine in most cases. So I'll go ahead showing you again another tool that we can use to do some routine maintenance file. So by the way, this file is a small file. That's why it opens quickly after the audit. So always be patient, especially if you're auditing a large file. Okay. So once the file opens, so all you have to do is to save it and go about your work. All right. So there's nothing more to do, and the audit is complete. If any warnings or errors appear, then usually those warnings will be accompanied with some sort of suggestion on how to solve them. So if performing the audit actually exposes any corruption or any problem, then you might have to take further action. And those warnings should give some indication that those actions might be. Okay, so that's your audit. So after you audit your file, just save it. And another thing in auditing, when the audit process completes, okay, make sure you save the file. Okay. All right. So let's save the file now. So I'm going to select save, or another way. So you can also select save as. I'm going to show you another tool that you can use to perform some maintenance to your file. So I'm going to select save as. Okay. So before you save your project, so there's another tool here. If you go to the options, okay, so there's a tool here that is called compact file. Okay, so what is this compact file? So compact file, if you click that one, okay, so what will happen is Revit reduces the file size when saving workset enabled files. So this is very useful, especially if you are doing some or using some worksets in your project. Okay, so during a normal save, Revit only writes new and change elements to the existing files. Okay, so this can cause files to become large, but it increases the speed of save operation. So basically, the compacting process rewrites the entire file and removes obsolete parts to save space. Okay, so because it takes more time than a normal save, so you only use the compact option when the workflow can be interrupted. Okay, so that is how you use the compact. So you can just select that one, and then you can go ahead and select OK. All right. So there's your two tools that you can use to do some maintenance routine checkup or maintenance routine to your project. So before you open the file, you can use the audit. And before you close the file, you can compact the file. So before that, let me just show you another option here on this window. So before we go, you can change here the thumbnail preview of your project. All right, so you can click the drop down arrow here. So let's say you want to show the preview on the section. So like for example, section 1. All right. So I'll just click this one. So this will gonna be the preview of my file every time I click that before I open. So there will be having a preview somewhere here. All right. So let's say the preview that I want is this one. Then I can just select here OK. And then after that, I'll just save it. Save it. Okay. So once you save your file, so if you select open here, and then you click, you see that the preview now is on that section view. All right, so there you go. So you have a couple of commands to do some maintenance routine to your project, to your Revit template, or to your family. So before you open, you can use audit. All right, so before you close the file, you can use compact file. All right, so there you go. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.